Now, we are joined this morning by Bowen Greenwood. Now, Mr. Greenwood, you are running to be reelected for the clerk of the Montana Supreme Court. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you. Now, before we get into some of the issues and start talking a little bit, tell us a little bit about yourself and how the last about 6 years have been for you in this position.
So my name is Bowen Greenwood. I'm the clerk of the Montana Supreme Court. I was born here, I was born in Helena, Montana. Grew up in Billings. And I'm back in Helena now because that's where the job is. My family, my father's side of the family ranches up in northeastern Montana around Opine. And I was elected clerk of the Montana Supreme Court in 2018, and it's the highest honor of my life to serve the people of Montana in elected office. I really enjoy having the opportunity to play a role in the legal system, and I hope that I'll be able to continue in that.
And you are the incumbent in this race. Now, do you think that in your campaign and running for re-election, this kind of gives you somewhat of an edge with your experience going into this position?
Well, you know, I love being the experienced candidate. It's I know what the office does. I know it, very well now. In all honesty, I was not the experienced candidate when I ran, so you don't have to be the experienced candidate to win, but I do love having experience. I love how the office works, and it makes a difference to know what you're doing.
Absolutely. Well, and tell me about the past 5 years, 6 years. Tell me a little bit about the highlights, the hardships, and what you'd like to do in the future if re-elected.
Well, so the clerk of the Supreme Court is like the front door of the Supreme Court. Every case begins with us, and we make sure the rules have been followed before it ever goes up to the justices. Not everybody knows that Montana is the only state in the country that elects their clerk of the Supreme Court, and I'm elected not only for a 6-year term, but with the party label. I am a Republican, and you know, there's been a lot of big cases come through this court, a lot of abortion cases, gun control cases. It's really a great opportunity to take a look inside the legal system and to learn the inner workings of how the law is processed here in Montana. I love the opportunity to know that kind of thing.
Definitely. And, you know, if re-elected, what would be on the docket for what you'd like to accomplish or continue to do in the next couple of years?
So the first thing to say is that in my office, I'm proud of the fact that we've run a fiscally conservative office. We have spent less than we've been appropriated every single year. We've reduced the operating budget, reduced the travel budget, all while paying my co-workers enough to make sure they survive inflation. It's been a good experience to run that office in that way. Going forward, I really want to keep improving transparency in the office. One of the first things I did was start emailing out all of the court's opinions to everybody in Montana who wants to get them. And I'd love to continue improving that. And the big goal that I would love to work on is making all of the opinions keyword searchable online. Right now they're listed by docket number and attorney name, and not everybody knows how to use that. So my goal is to make it easier for taxpayers in Montana to know what their court is doing.
All right, Mr. Greenwood, running for clerk of the Montana Supreme Court. We can't thank you enough for joining us here on Montana this morning.
I love being here. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Election just 40 days away, so can't thank you enough for being here. We're going to take a short break here on Montana this morning. When we come back, Matt's going to have a look at that forecast.